Hey, what's up, everybody? I am here with Dr. Drew. What's up,
Hello.
Dr. Drew? How are you, man?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm awesome, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to introduce you to our community of folks here at the boot camp and, just welcome you officially to our team. So, welcome, buddy.
Awesome. I'm stoked to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. So I want to give you guys a little, background on Dr. Drew. So, he is a chiropractor out of uh, Life Chiropractic College. That's is that the one in Hayward, right?
Yeah,
Hayward?
that's the one in Hayward. Yep.
Yeah. When did you graduate, by the way?
June 2015.
Awesome. So yeah, so recent graduate and full of energy. And Dr. Drew was recommended to me by a buddy of mine named Mike Salemi. And some of you know Mike. He actually helped me start up our original boot camp program in 2010. And he actually recently taught us coaches, and a handful of people participated in our FitRanX program in a kettlebell program that he taught, and it was awesome. So Mike is awesome, and I asked Mike, I said, Mike, I have a real big need. I said, do you have anybody that can help us take our strength training to the next level? We have this FitRanX program, and it's kind of not exactly going where I thought it would. And I know we have some people that are just really want a little bit more. They want to take it. They want to take what we're doing from a boot camp standpoint to the next level. I go, do you know anybody that would be someone we can count on? That's that can take on this challenge of helping our kind of more advanced people and get them more, right? Because we're doing a lot for our boot campers, and we're really focused on fat loss and weight loss, increasing metabolism and function. We have a lot of people that come to us with injuries, and they're not really desiring this advanced level kettlebell program. If they were, they would go to somewhere else, right? So, but there are a lot of people now are doing really well. They've been with me for a while. They have some great foundations down, and they just want more. So I asked Mike, I said, who do you got? And he said, I got the perfect guy. He's Dr. Drew. Not the love doctor, Dr. Drew, but a different one. Yeah. So you guys are friends, and he also said, based upon your background as a chiropractor, that you're a very sensible guy who knows his stuff, and he said he trusts you with his own programs. He's coming out with his own kettlebell work, as you know about, and I guess you guys are doing something together. But so that's kind of how this all started, guys. So we have this FitRanX program every Saturday in Burlingame right now. It's at 9:15, and Gerald's been doing an awesome job. We have a small group of folks, but neither Gerald or I really like kettlebell people. Like Gerald's doing it, and I know those who are taking his class or you like it, but for both of us, it's not our expertise. And I just wanted to bring on someone, although Gerald's doing a phenomenal job, who can take it to the next level. And I'm not sure where exactly it's going to go, but we definitely want to make some changes. So Dr. Drew will be taking over this weekend with our existing schedule. He's going to be teaching 8 to 8:30, the normal boot camp. So even if you're not a kettlebell person, he's going to be teaching our regular formats as well, 8 to 8:30. Then we have that 5-minute transition or so. We have 8:35 to 9:05. I think that's right. I can't remember my own schedule. I actually did pull it up here. Hold on one moment. Let me just share my screen here. So I guess. Let me see, where's my other screen on, darn it? Okay, of course I can't find it when I want it. There it is. All right, so the schedule is here somewhere. So remember, you guys can always see the schedule on your Zen Planner system as well. Drew, can you see this as well?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, cool. So Dr. Drew is going to be teaching here, the Burlingame San Mateo location on Delaware. And again, it gets a little confusing. Burlingame Fit Body Boot Camp, we call it, but it's in San Mateo, so a little confusing. It used to be in Burlingame. We moved 1 year ago, actually. 1 year ago. Actually, a little over a year now, February of 2017. And the current schedule is 8 to 8:30, 9:35 to 9:05. He'll be doing that. And then at 9:10, you'll be teaching what once was the FitRanX class with a purpose of getting in our FitRanX system. We're kind of putting that on pause. and we're still going to be teaching he's going to be introducing our new kettlebell program for you guys to see if that's something you want to continue. And there's going to be some few changes on that. And I'll explain that in a moment. And then at 9:45, starting this Saturday, he'll be teaching the foundations class. And again, Gerald did a phenomenal job, but Dr. Drew is a chiropractor and an upper cervical chiropractor. He can go into what that is, but he's going to be able to help those of you with injuries even more, help those of you who are just beginning our program even more, and from a performance standpoint, help those of you even more. So we're going to continue the same schedule for the next 3 weeks. And then after that, we are actually going to be dropping we're going to be changing the schedule. It's going to be 8 to 8:30, 8:35 to 9:05. It'll then be 9:10, our foundations class. And then we'll be doing the kettlebell program as an add-on feature for those of you that want to take on a more of a personalized group training approach. So it's not going to be included as part of your boot camp program. It will be an additional fee of $97 for those that want to take it on. And those of you that are regulars, I'm going to chat with you about that. But basically, those of you who are current, who've been attending, I will be just reaching out to you guys and talk to you about how you can integrate. So I want to make it so it's a win-win for you as well. I want to give you guys an opportunity to see why it's different and so on, given you have been a regular in this program. So to Dr. Drew, just tell us a little bit about you even more, a little bit more than I touched upon, as well as what are we going to be, why should someone take on this new, we're going to call it the Next Level Kettlebell Program. What is it exactly?
Yeah, so the thing that I'm really stoked about is, and the whole reason I like to actually help people, whether it's in my clinic working with people who have chronic health issues or people in the gym who just want to, take their game to the next level. I finally found the right description for it, and it's seeing that look in their eyes of the aha moment, when things just kind of click, and they're like, oh, I didn't even know this was possible. I didn't even know this level of health or this level of strength was a thing. And that's kind of like my whole reason behind wanting to help people get there. So basically, we're going to be starting off with the foundations. I've taken several classes with you, gone through the programs, and really understand what you're trying to go through. So the foundational principles are very similar. And I have a pretty extensive background, not just coming from the chiropractic world, which gives me all this, neurology and movement and functional like that, but back in 2011, I did the functional movement training. And before that was the kettlebell certification, which I think was by far one of the best ones I've ever done. But it gave me a really solid platform for teaching strength as a skill, not just being strong. Just like learning a new instrument or learning some new technique or learning a new language. It's a skill. You have to practice. And the more you can move through range of motion with your body, the stronger you will become, the safer you will be able to move, the safer you'll be able to lift, and that will help transfer into the real world. Because at the end of the day, we spend an hour and a half in the gym a day, a couple of days a week. That really doesn't matter if it doesn't transfer out into the real world. And that's what we want to do, is make it easy, make it safe for people to pick up their kids, put them in the car safely. Hey, if you have a couple 5-gallon jugs of water, can you lift those up and do it properly time and time again into your old age? So those are just kind of some of the basics. When it comes to the kettlebell lifting itself, the kettlebell is simply a tool, but it's a tool that's much different from other weights that you can imagine, right? There's an off-balance center of gravity that's pulling you in different directions. So it gives your body a chance to not only deal with gravity a little bit differently, but you get to work on different stabilizing muscles of your core, of your shoulders, of your hips in a way that traditional weights just can't work. And what's really awesome about it is it's portable. So if you're the person that likes to drive somewhere, you could just throw a kettlebell with you, get a phenomenal workout in a very short time period, and just go about your day instead of having to worry about like, oh, how can I get some strength? It's like, bam, just bring the bell with you. You can get a great workout in 15, 20 minutes if you really have to, or even shorter, and just keep going on with your day.
Right. And that's kind of what we talked about too. Like, so this is only once a week. So, the average person, if you go to a personal training now, if you're doing one-on-one, it's, minimum, even with the worst trainers these days, $80 an hour. So I was trying to figure out, well, how do we even, charge for this program? It's not personalized training, but, it's in a group. And, we talked about, I wanted to keep the price as low as possible. So we came up with, approximately $25 per session. Sometimes you're going to have 5 sessions in a given week just because of the way it works out on a Saturday. But so it's approximately $20 to $25 a month. I'm sorry, $20 to $25 a session. So that comes out to, I just made it, simple price of $97. But it's more than just the once a week too, right? Because when we're talking about, like, you're going to be giving folks some, like, a little bit of homework maybe that they can do.
Yes.
Maybe, folks are coming to our boot camp program. For some of the folks in your particular Saturday program, and I forgot to mention, it's an hour. So I didn't even go over the times, did I?
Yeah.
The new schedule is going to be 10 to 11. 10 to 11 for this new Next Level Kettlebell program. And we're just going to move the foundations beforehand. Everything else is normally 30 minutes. So you're going to be spending an hour with folks during this this time, but you're going to be giving them some stuff to do, like maybe a couple days a week, right? Something like
the homework, that's the most important part is, yes, you're going to build the foundational movement and techniques while you're in the class, because I can be there and help people, but then it's like, you got to go out and practice, and you can utilize the other boot camp classes to do so. Right, you can utilize your other time, and if you go to a different gym or whatever it is, to enhance those techniques. So when you come back on Saturday, that skill that you've been working on, the neurological stuff that's going on in your brain, it all kind of syncs together, and then bam, we can go one level up on the next go around.
Awesome, man. So I don't want to go too long. We can write some things. Just some key things, some key benefits we talked about together. I actually wrote them down here, Dr. Drew. I mean, just talking about, for those that want to just, this is for you if you want to level up your current boot camp training foundation. So again, you did write that it is for everyone, but especially for those people that just kind of feel like you just want a little bit more, right? It's going to be an hour a week, and then you're going to get some drills and skills to work on, maybe like after our workout. On any given day, you can kind of just grab a kettlebell and do some stuff. This is for those that want to gain more strength and mobility. Mobility is a big part of our program, being healthy, as well as the kettlebell world. We did not write this, but there are a handful of you that may be interested in going into the next level with kettlebells and even performing at a very basic level. My buddy Mike, and Drew's buddy as well, he is big into the kettlebell scene, and he encouraged me to encourage all of you guys that want to maybe, have a new hobby, possibly, that kettlebells, for amateurs is something to consider, right? So, but why would you even want to do that, right? Just because you're going to get more strength. So strength is the key. And I always tell people, Dr. Drew, too, like, weight loss is just not a big enough goal to continue to stay focused on forever. You're gonna back off. You're gonna fall off somehow. But when you have like just some kind of fitness endeavor, right? So I usually tell people to consider doing a 5K, a 10K, a Spartan race, a Tough Mudder, like plan that out 6 months ahead of time, so you got something to look forward to. But if you guys like kettlebells, I know there's a few of you that have experienced kettlebell training a little bit in our program, but you may have come from like CrossFit and stuff where they did a little bit more with you, or maybe even a kettlebell class. That's a whole nother world. And the way it works too is like our foundation of our normal boot camp will definitely give you, the good foundation to keep you from getting injured, but you can also now supplement, right?
Yep.
So,
and the other thing too is, like you're saying, like planning out these competitions. There is the kettlebell competition, which both myself and Mike are really into. So that's even something in the future for people if they're interested.
Yeah, and again, I know the average person in my program doesn't want to do that. So some people are listening, to dude, like, I just want to lose weight, Brien. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why you want me to even consider throwing around a kettlebell, but I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's highly metabolic as well, right? So, I mean,
It's
yeah,
huge. Nothing.
yeah.
I don't. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe I'm not aware of it, but I can't think of anything just from the few basic movements like the swing and a few others that come close to it as far as how much work you can get done in a short period of time
Mhm.
and be safe. You
Yeah.
know, very safe at the movement. So
And just on that note, again, I'm trying to keep this short, but there's so many
sure,
things to
yeah,
talk about. The kettlebell swing is probably the number one reason, for most people to get a kettlebell, and, the most mainstream, right? And, I just, I'm actually taking out of our program. I've taken out the most important exercise that I think, just because I've looked around. We're incorporating them a lot on our Saturdays, but I've just looked around and it's a disaster. I just stopped putting it in our program design, and I love the exercise, but it just, we have so many new folks coming in with not that much strength training experience, and I don't want them to feel like they need to do a kettlebell swing to be part of our community, right? But
yep,
I also love the exercise. So guys, I apologize for taking it out, but I just, more than half of the people in our community just cannot even hinge correctly and do a great squat or deadlift, and that's the foundations. And I'm sure Dr. Drew will talk about that, because you can't just go into,
yeah,
kettlebell swings without the foundation. So I know I'm harping a lot lately to you, and to my coaches, to tell you to hinge, and posture, breathe, and work on foam rolling. But if you want to make it to the next level and get the most out of what Dr. Drew is even doing, and even you shouldn't even consider it really until you to get those things down. But Dr. Drew could also help you get there faster. So
yeah, exactly.
yeah. So
It's
anyway,
the same thing. Crawl before you
yeah,
walk, and
yes,
I'll probably make you crawl
and that's
so that
okay,
we can.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll feel better. I just know personally that, I mean, I've, Mike Salemi, analyzed my swing, and he finds a million faults in it, right? And I've been doing it for years, so I know that if I can't do it extremely well, then I need to bring somebody else on, and that's why you're coming in. And
Yep.
nothing against Gerald, he's awesome. Hopefully Gerald can still sub when you're gone. So you're, the reason why we're not starting it like ASAP, we're doing it 3 weeks from now. So for the next 3 weeks, the schedule will be the same, and then it's the end of May, which we're really going to start the program, right? Because you're actually going out of town. So the next
Yeah.
3 weeks we'll be doing the same schedule, but then the start date is May 24th, right, Drew? Oh, no, that's not it. It's
I
May
think it's the
26th.
26th.
Yeah, May
26th.
26th will be our new schedule. Same 2 starts. We'll be moving the foundations class to 9:10, and then 10 o'clock we'll be having our new, extra specialized Next Level Kettlebell Program. So 10 o'clock, everybody, on Saturdays, starting the May 26th. And then also Dr. Drew will be available if anybody wants to schedule a one-on-one with him. He's probably going to be available. You guys work this out. We'll give you his number right now, but he's going to be probably available, I'm just guessing, 11 o'clock on Saturday if anybody wants some one-on-one work. You guys work it out with him, whatever. So if you're maybe in need of some chiropractic work, consider Dr. Drew. But he's not just going to do chiropractic on you. The great thing about him, he's got a lot of different skill sets. So he specializes in the upper cervical, the neck area, but he's going to look at you from a holistic standpoint. And I just love the fact that he's not only a chiropractor, but he has a specialty in strength training as well. So think about that. For those of you that are looking for a healthcare practitioner as well, for your injuries, pain, also consider Dr. Drew. And you could also do that session with him at our Belmont location. He'll be able to take some people over there. You guys work it out. You don't need to have me included. And Dr. Drew, how do we get a hold of you? And we'll also add that to the video as well.
Oh yeah, the easiest way would just be to email me. It's drew@thespecific.com, or
Drew at the what?
At the specific.
The Specific.
Yep.
.com. What the hell does
.com.
The Specific stand for?
The Specific. It's a chiropractic group. We have I think it's like 16 or 17 offices nationwide.
Okay, got it.
But that's that. Even easier than that would be to do Instagram, Dr. Drew Vercellino on Instagram.
Okay.
Find me there. Send
All
me a
right.
direct message.
All right. Cool. No love advice.
No love advice here.
Yes, a lot of people associate Dr. Drew with the love doctor, so that's that's always going to be your claim to fame. I know.
Exactly.
Anyway, all right, Dr. Drew. So thanks, man. And if anybody has any questions, let me know. I'll put Dr. Drew. I'm going to put this video on the Facebook group, and I'm going to send it out on email and stuff like that. So if anybody has any questions, reply back to the email if you get it on email, or reply into the Facebook group, or just answer any questions you like. All right, and I'll put Dr. Drew's email and contact info there as well. All right, cool. Thanks, Dr. Drew, and have a great first class on Saturday. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Bye-bye.